Good day to everyone from CashBoner.com, because nothing makes me more excited. Today's video I'll be giving my review of the RunBet app. Is it a scam? It's legit, and this is worth your time and money. Thank you for joining me. Happy hump day. If you like what you're seeing, please make sure you give a little visit to the like, share, and subscribe button down below. If you have any questions, tips, comments, put them in the comment section now. Here at CashBoner, we like to get paid for almost all of our activities. Fitness is important. And disclaimer, before you start any exercise program, make sure you consult with your primary physician. But we found RunBet a few months ago. Concept being, make a bet, keep pace with whatever the game is, and at the end of it, if you're still in the game, you get to split the pot. So like this little image right here, a 6-week game where you make running a habit. You make a bet of $30. There's this many players at the beginning, and that's the size of the pot. So I was like, well, damn, all right. I'll join a run bet. I'll run depending on the qualifications or whatever the hell the conditions are. And like in this case, like I was like, oh, 534 players. Maybe at the end of it there'll be 200 players. I was hoping you split $16,000 between 200 players. That's $80 a person. So you made $50 off your $30 bet, right? All right, so let's get into how this actually works. So in order for RunBet to track your runs, you either have to run outside using an app like Runkeeper. There are several you can use that work both on iOS and Android. Or you can have a fitness tracker watch of your fancy, like one of those Garmin watches. Or you can also run indoors, take a picture of the treadmill progress at the end, and then take a sweaty selfie and do it. I tried both of those, both the Runkeeper part. My wife did it with her Garmin watch, and we both tried it indoors. Both went off without a hitch. I didn't really run into any problems, and from my experience reading the reviews on the Play Store, whenever anyone had an issue, they were pretty quick to resolve it, and I don't think anyone really got told that their run didn't count, so yay there. And that's how you do it. So for instance, let's find the game here. So, like this one, half marathon trainer. You train for a half marathon, 8-week game. Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Let's get to something easier. Here we go. Sorry. Starter 5K. This beginner's game takes you from sedentary to running 5K in 6 weeks as you gradually build your distance. So you'll run 4 times a week with 3 rest days. Minimum pace is 18-minute miles. So depending on your condition, I can just walk 18-minute miles. That's not too difficult for me. But at the moment, $40 bet, 111 players. This is the size of the pot, and it begins this week actually. But because it's 4 times what you need in a week, and there's technically 5 days left because it goes from Monday through Sunday, you can still join it. And at the end of it, as long as you do the 4 runs a week for the 6 weeks, then you will stay qualified. And if you're at, depending on how many people are left at the end, you will split the pot, whatever it'll be at that time. Sounds awesome, right? Well, a few caveats. First, of course, there must be some type of cost to play. So at the moment, RunBet takes a 15% cut, and it is listed as a promotional period. So right now it's 15% of the winnings, whereas it should go to 25%. Now, the thing of it is, though, unlike what I thought, because I figured, well, all right, like let's say I bet $40 and at the end my cut is 50. I assumed at the beginning that the cut, or their 15%, would be off of the winnings. So 15% off of 10 in this case, but no. The 15% cut comes off your total win. So let's say your bet is $40 and you win, your cut of the pot is $45, you'll essentially make about 50 cents. So that definitely derailed my excitement a bit, because I thought I would get my 40 back and only pay 15% of my win. So I think they need to, I don't know if I'm just not understanding it correctly. Gross pot. Yeah. So I must have misread that wrong, but it's kind of disappointing. I would have preferred otherwise. But I have done so far 3 run bets. I can tell you that it seems that difficulty is definitely a factor. The more difficult it is, the more people will drop. Consistency. So I joined two of my run bets had increasing time every week. So it went from 35 to 40, 45. Sorry, 30, 35, 40, 45, my last one. And in my first one, it was just the amount of runs you did per week. So how did I do? This is my report here. So my first one, I finished it on August. And I got 46.08 out of a $40 bet, so not bad. My second one, which was the same thing for 6 weeks straight, I got 42.19 out of a $40 bet. And my last one that I just finished a couple of days ago, I got 48.05 out of a $40 bet, so $8. So I made $16 in about the 3-month period that I've been doing this. So, no, you cannot get rich from RunBet. No, the likelihood of there being less than, I'd say, 60% of the contestants left is very, very low, because this last one I did was, I think, a decent level of difficulty. It was 50-minute miles, and the last week was 45. Last week was 4 45-minute runs at a 15-mile-an-hour pace. Sorry, 15-minute mile pace. So it's not the easiest thing to do. But is it a scam? No, not technically. I'm not sure how viable the model is, because your payouts are directly dependent on how many people join in. Granted, it's a numbers game, so if it's not that many people in a bet and like one person drops, then, like if it's only 100 people in the bet at $40 per person, and one person drops, the other 99 get to split those $40. Whereas if it is 1,000 people and 5 people drop, 995 people get split. You get the idea. So, is it a scam? No, but you won't make a lot of money out of this. Think of it more as a way to keep yourself accountable and make a little bit of extra cash. I also recommend that if you have a credit card that pays you points, that's how cheap I am, use it to sign up for your initial bet. As soon as you get your money back, cash it out, because first of all, the points expire after 12 months, which, other than them hoping that you'll forget it and they'll expire, I mean, I hate to think that way, but that's kind of what I believe it is. There's no benefit to you reinvesting your points into another bet, because they'll still take the same percentage out of it. I would rather get the points from my credit card, however minuscule they are, and then bet again. So that's what I did. I got my 46, I took them out, I used my credit card again, got the 42, took it out, and I got my 48 and I took it out. And I am at this point not sure if and when I'll sign up for another run bet, but yeah, that's what RunBet is. I used it on Android. My wife used it on iOS. The interface is about the same. Pretty damn easy to use. If you do an indoor run, you just take the pictures and enter how long it took you to do it. It's pretty simple as well. So, yeah, RunBet, not a scam, but it won't make you rich either. So, thank you for watching. There's also no referral program, by the way. So, even though they tell you to invite your friends, you get nothing out of it. So, yeah, that's a shame also. But that is it. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Go out there, play some games, make some money, spend some money, save some money. Don't get boned. Get boning.